Headlines for this week include a children's classic brought to life, summer registration, and painting with plants. Stay tuned, WMCM's Week in Review is next.
Hello, and thanks for watching WMCM's Week in Review. I'm Chloe Lorenz.
And I'm Hannah Betcher. Looking for some quality entertainment this weekend? The UWL Theater Department will be putting on their production of the classic children's book, Charlotte's Web. All your favorite characters from E.B. White's story of friendship and triumph will be brought to life, including Wilbur, Templeton, Fern, and of course, Charlotte the Spider herself. If you are unfamiliar with the story, Charlotte begins a campaign to save Wilbur, her little piggy friend, by writing "Some Pig" in her spider web, which ends in Wilbur doing what is most important to Charlotte. Performances take place this Saturday, April 7th in Frederick Theater at 11 o'clock a.m. and again at 1 o'clock p.m. You can purchase tickets in advance or at the door. They are $7 for students and $10 for the public.
Do you need to make up credits? Looking to graduate earlier? Summer is a great time to get ahead or to make up those credits. Summer registration for 2018 began last Monday, April 2nd. Students can check their Wings account to find the specific times for appointments. Summer courses help students stay focused during the warmer months and are much shorter than a typical semester class, lasting only 6 to 8 weeks. 3 sessions are being offered through UWL over the summer. The first session will begin shortly after the spring semester's end, and the final session will begin in August. With so many class options during the summer session, you're sure to find a class that interests you.
Tomorrow evening, one of everyone's favorite board games is coming to life in Mitchell Hall. Get ready to sink some battleships. That's right, Battleship is taking place from 6 o'clock p.m. until 10 o'clock p.m. in Mitchell Pool on Friday, April 6. Teams of 4 will use buckets and other tools to attack other canoes with water in an attempt to sink the competing canoes or battleships. The last canoe floating is the winner. Teams may use tools to block water from entering their canoe. To move canoes, teams must use their hands, buckets, or other water tools. Up to 6 canoes will be in the pool at a time. Teams will compete in heats, and the winning teams will advance through the competition. Check it out tomorrow in Mitchell Hall from 6 until 10 p.m. It's sure to be a blast. The sorority Alpha Xi Delta lit it up blue for autism this past week. We sent a WMCM crew to see what it was all about.
We went to Centennial Hall to Alpha Xi Delta's event. We asked members about their philanthropy.
Our sorority's philanthropy is Autism Speaks, and Autism Speaks helps raise awareness for autism. It's just a lot of information and also helps raise money for families that are affected by it.
Light It Up Blue was one of Alpha Xi Delta's philanthropy events. The event consisted of games, music, and information about autism awareness. Due to weather conditions, the event was different from past years. We asked what the event would have been like.
This is our 9th year doing Light It Up Blue, and usually it's by the clock tower, but it is a little chilly today. So when it's outside, we have a bunch of yard games, lots of snacks, really loud music, and it's just a big dance party, and everyone's just there together to support Autism Speaks.
We asked why they chose to do the event in April and what events they have coming up.
April is actually World Autism Month, and that's a national thing. So this is kind of our kickoff event. That's April 2nd. That's our Light It Up Blue event. And on April 14th, we have a 5K that is on campus at UWL that students can come and participate, or anyone can come and participate in our 5K. That again raises money and awareness for Autism Speaks.
Be sure to check out their 5K on April 14th. This has been Jordan, Aaron, and Rachel. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Now here's Jennifer Ault to talk about painting with plants.
Thanks, Chloe. This Sunday at 10 a.m. on April 8th, don't miss the opportunity to explore La Crosse in a new way. Join Outdoor Connections on the Goose Island day trip down the Mississippi by kayak. exploring islands and seeing wildlife in its natural habitat. To save your spot on the trip, visit Outdoor Connections in the Rec Center and pay the small price of $25. This price includes transportation, lunch, guided instruction, and all of the equipment needed to send you down this journey on the Mississippi. Might be a little chilly, especially with all the snow now, so pack a few layers in your bag and get ready to explore. However, if the outdoors isn't your thing until it's a little warmer out, I totally understand. But if you still want a little nature in your life, head on over to the Entertainment Cafe at 6 p.m. for CAB's 1, 2, 3 Thursdays weekly event. If you did not know, CAB hosts an event in the Entertainment Cafe every Thursday. Events include local talent, game nights, craft nights, and comedians, among other events. This week's event is Painting with Plants, so we have to head to the Entertainment Cafe tonight at 6 to see what this is all about, and pass some time while we wait for warmer weather. Now back to you, Chloe.
Journey to Mystic India has officially been rescheduled for Monday, April 9th at 7:30 p.m. You may remember we covered Journey to Mystic India a few weeks ago when it was originally scheduled for March 1st. Beloved by over 500,000 people worldwide, Mystic India, the World Tour, is a world-famous Bollywood dance spectacular based on ancient India's transition into modern India. The show features world-renowned musicians, dancers, as well as acrobats that will make your jaw drop. Tickets purchased for the original scheduled event will be honored, and the tickets are still on sale. Check out Journey to Mystic India from 7:30 until 9 p.m. in the Bluffs Room of the Student Union this coming Monday. The Cooley Region Humane Society has many pets in need of loving homes. Here's some of the animals available in this week's edition of Perfect Pets.
Hi, I'm Sven. I'm a 1-year-old lab mix with tons of energy, and I am very eager to please, so please adopt me. Please.
Hi, I'm Mocha, a 5-year-old mastiff with lots of love to give. I love to frolic and wiggle my butt, but keep those ankle biters away from me.
Hello, I'm Eva, a 1-year-old beagle. I love to play with my football even though I'm a frequent fumbler. My irresistible face will be the perfect addition to your child-free home.
To find out more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
Once again, the number for the Cooley Region Humane Society is 608-781-4014. Coming up next week, RAQ Radio will be hosting their 3rd annual week of broadcasting, with events promoting their station every day. The week features remote broadcasts from the RAC on Monday and Wednesday evenings, tabling and music in Whitney on Tuesday, and in the Student Union on Thursday during the lunch hours. And finally, the main event, Freaky Friday Free Bingo in the E-Cafe on Friday the 13th from 6 until 8 p.m. Over $100 in gift cards and certificates, as well as the host of RAQ and Rockstar Energy gear, will be given away during and directly following the 4 games of bingo during the event. So if you're feeling lucky this Friday the 13th, make sure you check out what is certain to be a freaky fun time, and keep your eyes peeled for RAQ around campus next week. Philanthropy Week is upon us, and everyone is in a giving mood. The week featured a variety of different events surrounding philanthropy around campus. We sent a WMCM crew to take a look.
The Union on a snowy Tuesday to talk to Jessica Sudak to learn about the ongoing Philanthropy Week here at UWL.
So it's Philanthropy Week, and today we're especially thanking donors at the school, so the faculty and staff that specifically give to different departments here. We're having students write thank you notes and turn getting brownies. We're trying to get about 200 cards for our staff here, which is roughly about how many staff that do donate to the students here.
Jessica also shared with us some other activities going on during Philanthropy Week.
Yeah, so we started on Sunday with over in Whittick Field. We have about 850 different flags, so that's the number of students who received scholarships last spring from the donations from parents, alumni, faculty, and staff. We have a selfie contest, which we have yet to have anyone submit a selfie. So if you submit a selfie with any of the things that we have going on here, you do get drawn into a pool to win some free UWL gear. So that's something that, free sweatshirt, free t-shirt from UWL.
This has been Jackson Martinez, David Gasper, and Aaron Morse. Make sure to send in those selfies, everyone. Back to you in the studio.
On Wednesday, April 4th, in the Student Union, Wisconsin State Senator Jennifer Schilling and UWL System Regent Tim Higgins held an open forum with Faculty Senate Chair holder Ann Galbraith, Student Association President Jacob Schimmel, and President of the United Faculty and Academic Staff of UW Eau Claire regarding the state of the UWL system. The panelists shared what they felt was of greatest concern, along with their hopes for the UWL system. Topics such as freedom of speech, shared governance, and job security, to name a few, were the biggest points of debate. The forum was followed by a question and answer session where onlookers could ask their own hard-hitting questions regarding the UW system. Each week, the WMCM crew goes out and talks to your fellow peers in a segment we call Campus Insight. This week, we asked students how they felt about Monday's snowstorm, better known as the second coming of winter. Let's take a look.
Hello and welcome to this week's Campus Insight. I'm Allie Schatzman, and this week we asked students their opinions on the second coming of winter.
I hate it. I was just really ready for the spring weather and being able to go outside and enjoy the warm weather, so I'm not too happy about it.
It should go away. Mother Nature is bipolar. I thought we were done with Christmas already.
So how do you feel about all the snow that we just got?
Well, I wasn't really happy about it. I don't love snow or driving in it.
I hate all the snow that we got.
My skin has started to itch again because of this dry weather, and my lips are beginning to chap. And it seems like we're right back to where we started from, and I really hope that the snow starts melting soon.
I was hoping to get more of the spring weather, but this is Wisconsin, so you never know what you're going to get.
For Campus Insight, this has been Allie Schatzman and Cami Diaz. Now back to you in the studio.
WMCM crew around campus for a chance to have your opinions heard on next week's edition of Campus Insight. And now here's Ann Drews with a review of the movie Hugo.
Thanks, Hannah. This movie follows the story of Hugo Cabret, an orphan living in the walls of a London train station. He spends his days tending the clocks, trying unsuccessfully to avoid trouble with the station inspector, and working to fix his automaton, a robotic man his father left behind before his passing. Hugo's days go by slowly with no answers on how to make the automaton work again, until he meets Isabel, a girl who has the final piece needed to make the machine operate. Despite Hugo and Isabel's joy at finally repairing the automaton, it leaves them with a message that only creates more questions and stirs up some painful memories for Isabel's family. Let's take a look at the trailer for Hugo.
What's your name, boy?
Hugo. Hugo Cabret.
A memory from his past.
Who built him?
I would think a magician. The most complicated one I've ever seen.
Can we fix him?
Of course we can fix him. A mysterious connection.
Hey! Where did you get this? I need it to fix something. This is marvelous.
A secret.
What is that? I think it's a message from my father. Why would my key fit into your father's machine?
To finding his way home.
This is a treacherous place. Do you understand? Watch your step.
We could get into trouble. That's how you know it's an adventure.
You've tried to forget the past for so long. Maybe it's time to try and remember.
The story's not over yet.
This Thanksgiving, Academy Award-winning director Martin Scorsese invites you on an incredible journey.
Stop that child!
Once upon a time, I met a boy named Hugo Cabret. He searched to find a secret message. I need to know what this means. And how that message lit his way. All the way home.
Hugo.
Although Although this movie was marketed as a family-friendly film, it truly is a beautiful piece of cinema for audiences of all ages. From the multi-layered complexity of the plot, to the gorgeous cinematography, all the way to the beautiful score, this film really is a work of art. The storyline includes themes of loss, friendship, mystery, longing, and discovery, including really fascinating bits of true history about early filmmaking. This is a feel-good film that will leave you filled with wonder and a real sense of movie magic. Stay tuned to WMCM's Tori Eggleston, who will be back with this weekend's weather.
Polish Our Campus. April is National Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Throughout the entire month, we will be sitting at booths at various locations around campus. Stop on by to learn how sexual assault affects the UWL campus. Follow our campaign's progress at facebook.com/PolishOurCampus and instagram.com/PolishOurCampus. Together we can polish our campus.
Explore your fitness. Explore healthy eating. Explore your health. Staying healthy in college can be hard. Living La Crosse makes it easy with simple tips and tricks for anyone and everyone. From cooking to exercising, Living La Crosse is here to help you live your best life. Catch Living La Crosse Tuesdays at 2:45 or 4:30 on WMCM Campus Channel 200 or Charter Channel 989. Living La Crosse, the collegiate guide to health.
All right, tonight looking like it's going to be partly cloudy with some 14-mile-per-hour winds, 22 degrees, not that good, but tomorrow, let's look at tomorrow, Friday here. It's going to be partly cloudy again, 19-mile-per-hour winds, 28 degrees, not above freezing. If you're looking to stay in and watch some movies, maybe that'd be a good option for Friday. Heading over to Saturday, going to be sunny, winds of 11 miles per hour, high of 36 degrees. Wow, what did we do to deserve that weather? On to Sunday, some snow. Again, what did we do to deserve that weather? 34 degrees, 11-mile-per-hour winds. And now, here's Nate with this week's interview.
Thanks, Tori. This week I'm joined by Isabel Politovich, who is a pianist who will be performing in this Sunday's honors recital. Isabel, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. How long have you been playing piano?
I've been playing piano for about 16 years.
Okay, so that's a pretty long time.
Yeah.
Any particular reason why you chose to play the piano over any other instrument?
Well, I didn't choose it. I was 3 years old and my mom just put me in it, and I actually hated it for the majority of my life. But someday in high school, I decided that I loved it, so I just kept going.
All right. Well, the piano is an instrument that has been utilized by so many composers throughout the centuries. Is there any style or composer in particular that you like to play the most?
Yes, I love the Romantic period, so that's a lot more flowy and I think beautiful music. So composers like, well, I like Beethoven. He's my favorite. So I guess that answers your question.
All right. So let's go right into the honors recital this weekend.
Yeah.
What exactly is the honors recital?
Well, it's a recital, but what makes it an honor is, I think, the privilege of being selected to perform on that stage. So what happens is everyone in the music department, all the students, have a final, as does every other student in every other department. And our final consists of us performing for faculty. And based on your final, you can be recommended to audition for the honors recital. And so I think each year there's about 20 to 30 students who are selected and can move on to the next round, I guess, of auditioning. And so of those 20 to 30 students, we'll record our auditions or do a live audition, and then 5 to 7 students will actually be chosen to perform for the recital, and then there'll be another handful that are chosen to receive scholarships, which is also another great honor.
Yes.
Yeah.
So obviously it's a lot of work goes into getting into the honors recital. What does this mean for you personally to get in?
It's actually a really humbling experience because you put so much time into it and so much effort. It's just a lot of late nights and hours in the practice room, so actually making it in is just very motivating, and yeah, it's a really great honor.
So you mentioned earlier there's a scholarship that
Yes.
goes along with it. Where do these scholarships come from?
They come from donors, so a lot of times the music department will have events like the Big Band Cabaret, and people will attend and they'll pay for tickets, and so money will come from there, and that'll just help us out. Yeah.
Awesome. What can we expect to hear this Sunday?
There's singers, there's all kinds of instruments. I'm sure you'll get all kinds of music from different centuries and time periods. Yeah.
What will you be playing?
I will be playing Mozart's, no, I'm so sorry. I'll be playing Beethoven's Grand Sonata Pathétique, the first movement.
Okay. Don't worry, I get those two confused all the time as well. So we have the honors recital coming up this Sunday. What else do we have coming forward here in the next few weeks here in the music department?
Well, a lot of Tuesdays, the jazz ensemble will play at the Root Note downtown in La Crosse, and every Friday we'll have student departmental recitals, so you can always go to the CFA and watch those. And yeah, I'm pretty sure, I mean, if you go online, you'll see a lot of stuff. I can't think of everything off the top of my head, but.
All right, awesome. So do you personally play in any other groups? You play piano. Does that go for any other groups?
I'm not included in any other groups right now. I wish I was, but.
All right, great. Where can we find the honors recital this Sunday?
It'll be in the CFA in Annette Recital Hall on the first floor, yeah.
All right, great. And that'll be at 2 p.m. In the Annette Recital Hall. Thank you very much for coming out this week. Yeah, thank you. Stay tuned. Ben O'Connell will be here with this week's sports. But first, let's take another look at those adorable animals in need of loving homes in this week's edition of Perfect Pets.
Hi, I'm Sven. I'm a 1-year-old lab mix with tons of energy, and I am very eager to please, so please adopt me. Please.
Hi, I'm Mocha, a 5-year-old mastiff with lots of love to give. I love to frolic and wiggle my butt, but keep those ankle biters away from me.
Hello, I'm Eva, a 1-year-old beagle. I love to play with my football even though I'm a frequent fumbler. My irresistible face will be the perfect addition to your child-free home.
To find out more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
Again, the phone number for the Cooley Region Humane Society is 781-4014. I'm Ben O'Connell with this week's sports. The UW La Crosse baseball team swept the College of St. Scholastica in 2 games last Saturday, winning the games by a score of 6-4 and 14-11 respectively. For UWL, pitchers Caleb Willems and Connor Cook each picked up their first wins of the season on the day. In their 6-4 win, the team was led by the batting of Zach Carney and Brady Stolzman, who both had home runs during the game. The Eagles were propelled in their victory in their 14-11 victory by a grand slam from Stolzman in the 4th inning, and were able to carry the momentum until the end of the game. The victories improved the team's record to 8-5 on the season thus far. Their next game will be on April 7th against the Illinois Institute of Technology in Chicago, and following that, they will be back at home against UW-Platteville on April 11th. The UW La Crosse softball team picked up 2 wins against the University of Dubuque last Wednesday. In the first game, pitcher Katie Klein won the contest, with the Eagles claiming a 2-1 victory. It was a home run by Grace Mindrup in the 8th inning that put La Crosse ahead and gave them the win. In their second game, a 6-2 win, UWL led from the start and cemented their victory with a home run by Mia Schmidtke in the 7th inning. Maddie Mulkin picked up the win pitching, making her record 5-1 on the year thus far. With the victories, the Eagles improved their overall records to 11-9 on the season. Their next home game will be tonight against Augustana College, and they will return home on April 7th to take on UW Eau Claire. This past Saturday, the UW La Crosse men's tennis team won their 5th straight match with a 9-0 victory over the University of Dubuque. All 6 singles competitors swept the singles play in straight sets for the Eagles. Individually, each competitor improved their records on the year, including the number 3 singles player for UWL, Matt Lindsay, whose record is now 11-6. This makes the team's overall record 14-4 on the season so far. Their next set of matches will be on April 8th in Madison against Edgewood College and the Illinois Institute of Technology. The women's tennis team also won against Dubuque this past Saturday in their regular season home finale at Mitchell Hall Fieldhouse, earning a 9-0 victory. The win improves the Eagles' record to 14-3 on the season, as it was their 9th win in their last 10 matches. Bridget Bellissimo, the 2017 WIAC Tennis Player of the Year, earned her 99th career win in singles on Saturday, improving her singles record this year to 20-2 and her career record to 99-20. Their next set of matches will also be on April 8th in Madison against Edgewood College and the Illinois Institute of Technology. Each week we showcase an exceptional student athlete here at the UWL in our Athlete of the Week segment. This week, WMCM's Ken Stowe caught up with Samantha Wheatcamp, who will be competing in Minneapolis at the NCAA Division I meet this weekend. Let's take a look.
Hi there, my name's Ken Stowe, welcoming you to this week's edition of UWL's Athlete of the Week. Today I'm joined by Samantha Wheatcamp, one of the most decorated gymnasts in UWL's history. 7 All-American honors, 2 NCGA national titles, and this year's Senior Athlete of the Year. I'm getting that all right?
Yep.
Wow, truly impressive. And then, so, you know, kind of putting that behind us now, looking into the future, you know, this weekend you're going to be competing at the Division I, that's right, Division I Regional Championship Tournament, right? So, you know, what's something, you know, assuming that the competition is going to be a little higher, you know, it's going to be a step above what you're used to, what are some things you're focusing on in training to really give you the best opportunity for success?
Honestly, Casey and I talked, and we really were just focusing on doing the routines, doing what I've been doing, kind of not doing too many reps because I am 23, so not doing too much, but doing enough to make sure that we are doing what has been done, so just focusing on mental and physical health.
Right. Yeah, that's really big in gymnastics, you know, physical health, little things turn into big things, you know, so, you know, I got a little bit more time, just enough time for like one more question. So you said Casey, your head coach, Casey Crawford. She's been pretty public saying, you know, you've got this wow factor, you know, you're one of those athletes you don't get very often, and it's quite true, you know, not every athlete has the resume that you have been able to accumulate over the years. So with that being said, what does that mean to you for like a college role model, a college mentor, if you will, to say something like that about you?
It's really an honor. Honestly, when I got here, I wanted to do gymnastics. I wasn't coming in to win anything or be this star, I guess you could say, but it's really an honor to have your coach think so highly of you, and that's really what I wanted to do. One of my goals this year was to be a leader on the team, not by accolades, but by who I am, and I think I accomplished that, and I think that Casey can see that too.
Right. Leading by example often leads to, you know, success in the actual sport, you know, so. Wow. Thank you very much for joining us today. Yeah. Again, I'm Ken Stowe for UWL's Athlete of the Week. Sending it back to you in the studio.
The UW lacrosse men's and women's track and field teams are scheduled to take part in their first outdoor meet of the season on April 13th and 14th at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville Invitational. The two teams will be looking to continue the success they had during the indoor season, having both won WIAC indoor championships this year. The men's team has also won the last 3 NCAA Division III outdoor championships, so they will be looking to claim a 4th straight championship this season. And finally, the UW lacrosse football team held their first spring practice last week on Monday, March 26th. There will be 15 practices this season for the team coming off an 8-2 record last season. With some new players and some coaching staff changes, the Eagles will prepare to build on their success for next fall. And that's all for this week's sports.
So, Ben O'Connell is running for the student body president. Is that not true?
That is true. There is an opening with Jacob Schimmel graduating, and I will be one of the people in the race.
Who's your VP?
My VP is Haley Jarecki. She is a highly qualified candidate. She has many years in Senate and in the executive cabinet. should be very interesting to
So,
watch.
what do you want to say to the people, Ben? Why should we vote for you?
I will do a lot regarding violence prevention, resources legislation, as well as making UWL more sustainable.
Awesome. So vote for Ben coming up, what is that, April 17th?
April 17th.
Check that out in your UW La Crosse email addresses. For now, that's all. Thank you for watching WMCM's Week in Review. Make sure to join us next week, Thursday at 4:30, right here on Campus Channel 200 and Digital Cable Channel 989. Thank you so much for watching.